Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Kyya and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys coming by this fine evening. I know some people are gonna be mad at me here because, you know, I broke the upload every day streak. Yes, I mean daily uploading. It was Mother's Day, so I had a lot of preparations I had to make, so I will apologize for that. But I do recall mentioning that Sunday might have an upload. So here it is, Sunday. You know me, man, keeping my word. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope your days are well, and if they're not, cheer up, dog, it'll get better. Trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, the pinned comment below, I want you guys to tell me how your day was. Ladies and gentlemen, I read every comment, so you know, it's not going to waste. While you're at it, if you're new around here, you should subscribe down below. And make sure to turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, those are my lingy neighbors. He was just showing off that new speaker system he put in the Honda Civic. I'm weak. Anyway, well, now that that's over, maybe it's time to get into the video. Guys, I'm telling you time and time again, people on the internet are insane. I feel like I just can't get enough of it at this point. It's just like, it's all over my feed. I feel like every day I always hear about somebody doing something absolutely insane that makes no sense. To be fair, majority of the people that perform these actions are all lacking common sense, but you know, what am I gonna do about that? Absolutely nothing. Because one, it's not my business, and two, it's just not my business. But somewhere along the line, the stupidity of others is always documented and put on the internet. Isn't that wonderful? Honestly, today's topic sounds like it'll come straight off of TikTok, and surprisingly it didn't. It came off of Instagram, I believe. You know what's insane about that? I feel like lately I've been seeing so many like just stupid things on Instagram. It's kind of making some sense here. So I guess this topic started a few months ago. There was a concerned mother telling her story to the world about how her kids almost got abducted or were like targets of an attempted kidnapping, which was literally the same thing. My bad. Now, we do have video footage here on hand of the whole situation. Multiple news outlets have actually covered this too, but this footage is actually going to be yoked from a Tozy. There are actually two parts to this entire story. There is one video and then there's a second video. We currently only have the first video, but I guess there's a paraphrase of the second video, which I'll be reading later. So yeah, let's take a look at this.
Monday of this week, my children were the targets of attempted kidnap, which is such a weird thing to even vocalize, but it happened. And I want to share that story with you in an effort to raise awareness as to what signs to look for.
So she's raising awareness for signs to look for in a fake kidnapping. Yeah, I think I've had my daily dose of internet. I'm good for now.
And to just encourage parents to be more aware of their surroundings and what is going on around them. I think right now we are so distracted by everything that's going on in the world that we are kind of have our guards up so much about masks and wanting to keep our children safe that way that we're forgetting the most important way to keep them safe, and that is with us, to not have them taken. So I'm going to share a story in an effort to raise that awareness, but I'm not ready. This is hard for me. I'm not ready to share this story, but I know it's important, and I would rather be uncomfortable and awkward and get the message out sooner than wait until I feel composed, because I don't know if I'll ever be composed talking about this.
Now, to be honest, a part of me feels iffy at the fact that just like, you know this is confirmed fake. So like now it's just BS attention seeking. I don't know how people do it, man. I really don't. And then on top of all this, now we have to sit here and listen to her story. This fabricated story. Man, just play it.
On Monday, like I said, my children were the targets of attempted kidnap.
Cap.
We went to Michael's craft store just to run a few errands, get some things to make some homemade gifts. Very quick trip. I have not taken my children out a lot as of late, but this was just a situation where we just needed to run this errand. And I thought I came prepared. I brought the double stroller, thinking I'd just throw them in, cover them up, put the cover on top, and just walk through the store quickly, grab our stuff, and go. I only had 2 items I needed to grab, and then I did a Target pickup, so that was the only time we were getting out of the car. So we get to Michael's. I park as far away as possible in an effort to not inconvenience others with our big stroller. That was always my go-to. Whenever I brought the double stroller, I'd park far away so that people wouldn't be frustrated with me taking forever getting the stroller in and out. That is the first thing that from this day forward I will be doing differently. If I ever choose to bring my kids out again.
You know, as I was saying before earlier, guys, this is all fabricated. I don't have the second video on hand like I said, but I do actually have a paraphrase, so let's hope that's enough to help us figure this whole thing out. So allegedly she says that the couple behind her was supposedly pointing out Katie's kids' features. I'm not sure if I've yet mentioned this in the video, but the woman's name is Katie Sorensen. or something like that. Anyway, after this, Katie claims that the couple walked out behind her, right out of Michael's without buying anything. And she also claims that a white van was parked behind her car. Katie also alleges that after that, the couple were being very hesitant around her, because Katie thinks they're trying to steal the stroller. According to Katie, an older man witnessed this, but law enforcement has been able to find him. All I'm saying, guys, is that old man probably isn't real. Not trying to be that guy, but just saying. If this somehow backfires in my face completely, my bad, Katie. I should have believed you from the beginning. But realistically, since majority of this was supposed to be fake, and all probably just out of paranoia, the other couple involved have no idea about any of this. They didn't see themselves doing anything wrong, and were quite confused at that. Guys, I'm just saying, I don't understand how people can just make shit up. Like, do you know how much brain power that really takes to fabricate an intricate story that's supposed to make sense? Well, unfortunately, she wasn't able to do that. She gave it her best shot, so A for effort. Close but no cigar, but almost doesn't mean shit in this world. They're currently looking for the older gentleman so they can sit down and, compare all the stories to make sure they align. Find out who's lying, where all the holes in the story are. The usual cop stuff. So after that whole scene, apparently the man in the white van jumped out to help her. So instead she ran away and called the cops. Instinctively, if this was true, I understand. You're paranoid off your ass and you don't want, some random guy just like, hey, I'm in a white van. Let me help you, haha. When you're in a bad headspace like that, you'll tend to overthink shit. In reality, it's called self-preservation, but this really isn't an excuse. It also doesn't help that this entire thing is just a he said, she said situation. There were no cameras in that area of the parking lot, which, is a big problem. And honestly, I'd say it's really awkward for any party involved. If there really was a guy trying to help, what was he trying to help? Well, not what, just more like why. Why are you trying to help? Did the Martinez family follow Katie? Like, what's going on? And it really seems like no one knows for sure. Also, yes, the second couple is identified as the Martinez couple, which is also the couple that's being alleged to try to steal the stroller. Realistically, who's trying to plot on you for a stroller, bruh? Now, the police have no indication that any of this actually happened. Once again, it's like a large he said, she said situation. The couple that Katie is claiming, which is Sadie and Eddie Martinez, they denied everything. They've actually been cleared by police, and now they're trying to press charges on Katie. Honestly, once you kind of think about this story, it's a little bit interesting. I just want to know what word of mouth is really true. And the worst part about it is that, nobody has anything to gain. The lady really tried to get some clout off this. She's looking a little goofy, let's just be realistic. And unfortunately, the police, because of her, have actually released pictures of the couple everywhere, all over the internet. And believe it or not, the couple actually found themselves. And that's how they were made aware of this entire situation. Katie is now currently facing 2 misdemeanor charges. After she claimed that the Martinez couple tried to kidnap her children, she faces one for false information to a police officer and another one for false information to a police dispatcher. And it also appears now that Katie Swarnson's Instagram is also banned. I guess this whole story kind of did a giant circle of life. Now Katie's actually facing up to 6 months in jail. The one thing I hope we can learn from all this is don't make stories up for social media attention. Don't give false information to police officers or dispatchers. Subscribe to the channel down below and turn on post notifications. I'd like to thank every single one of you guys for, coming to watch the video today and supporting the channel. It truly means a lot to me, man. Before I completely do this outro, the one thing I'm going to mention real quick is depending on how she worded that phone call, the outcome of this entire situation could be very different. If she said she's a bit tipped off and, someone feels suspicious to her, it's not a crime to call the cops and ask for help. But it is indeed a crime to lie to a dispatcher and make up a story. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, ladies and gentlemen. If you made it this far into the video, you might as well subscribe. If you look up on the screen, you'll see more videos just like this one. It's been Kyya, making a video for some reason, and I am gone.